Now, as the instructions say, so we can see here this mapper used like Bing, but the instruction was like, you're supposed to use like what? Um, you're supposed to use Maxa, right? I don't know. I don't know why he used Maxa. Oh, why he used Bing. I think for me, Maxa look clear, and I think also Maxa is currently. So I don't know why he chose to use. Uh, I don't know why he chose to use like all of that. Maybe he had his he had his reason. Maybe it was like it was a little bit okay. Let me try to see who is this author. It's Sean Brownell. So he mapped this. It's Sean Brownell. Let's go back again to see the history. Oh, I guess the last person mapped this was like 11 months ago. Innocent Maholi mapped this 2 years ago. Sean Brownman maps as unavailable 2 years ago. Sean Brownell maps 2 years ago. So, I mean, you can see this project was mapped like quite some time ago. So I guess that's why most of them were like mapped by using Bing. So in this case, you always have to be very careful. You have to be very, very careful. You really have to be, that's why you have to read the history and everything. So you cannot tell this person like, hey, your map is like, but right now what we have to do, we have to move these like a validator, you have to move these features into exactly locations so that this feature can align with what? They can align with Maxa Premium. So I'm going to yes, I'm going to you don't need to delete any work. You don't need to. You just need to modify it. And you can see here there's this error like this joined. You go to okay, you have to place and glue. Yeah, so you have to place G to unglue it. Oh shit, sorry. I think that's okay. Yeah, so just have to delete that node. It was unnecessary. Okay, I can see here, this is like, let me move this to this. Why? I mean, I don't want to delete this work because it has the record, it has the history. Like if I modify the record of me modify, it will be there. So we don't need to remove all the records of other mappers activity. So you can see, I mean, you can see the work of a validator isn't simple, isn't easy. So you gotta be very careful and see, you have to be very careful with what you're doing. Just like this, see. I'm just modifying most of the thing here. Place Q, thanks. And also this. Just remember, I'm doing this because Maxwell Premium was the one image that was instructed for this project to use. So that's why I have full confidence on what I'm doing. Okay, so place Q. Oh shit, sorry. I have to select all and then move close, then line it, line it, line it, line it. Okay, I think I've corrected some of the area here. So after that, guess I will have to, I mean, if I have a table, I could fix all of this. So after that, I'm going to upload my changes. Come on, automatically, please. It has to be max up premium. And yes, so I'm going to upload the changes. Yes, after that, you can see here, like, I've uploaded the chart, the changes. Was I like, let me run a validation to see if everything was quiet, but I'm not sure if the area was quiet, mapped correctly. So what am I going to do? I mean, so I'm not very sure if this place was quite mapped correctly. And as you see, I've corrected some of the error around the place. So what am I going to do? What am I going to write on the comment? What? Let me go back here. Was the place really mapped completely? Let me say like a completion, like, is this place well mapped? I'm gonna say no. Okay, why? Comment, maybe I'd say the buildings or the features orange was not aligned with the background imagery. So what does it mean? I think more mapping are needed. And thank you for mapping. Please keep mapping. See, the features was not aligned with the background imagery, which is what I can say, which has to be max up premium, right? Okay. And more mapping are needed. Thank you for mapping, and please keep mapping. And then I'm going to submit. Okay. So I mean, people can see it, and you know, that message is going to go direct to that person. So, I mean, thanks for the one case that we've done here. Let's select this also. This is Shabari Magawila work. I'm going to validate it. Let's see here. Okay, and let's see what's gonna happen around. Let's read the instruction first. What was it needed? Like the instruction was like, use Maxa Premium, doing this and this and this buildings and what here, and what's the history? Oh, so Shabani logged this project for validation 7 minutes ago. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me leave it. Let me leave it. No comment. I'm submitting it because somebody else is working over it. So let me try to see another validation project here. You guys, if you have any question on that, please ask. Maybe this one. Let me see. Ready for validation. Let's see here. But there is no way. Like instruction, you have to use Maxa and the history 1 month ago. And let's see, but I don't see any object around this place. So I wonder, like, what is this? Is this a highway unclassified? Doesn't show like a highway. Doesn't show like there is a village nearby. It doesn't show like there is a road. Oh, what? I wonder. This look like a forest. I don't really know this place, man. Doesn't have any building around. Maybe try to use another. Let me try to use another satellite image. Maybe I can have a clear picture of the place. Does it show like there's a connection, there's a road that connect these people with this? Really, there is a village around here. There is a household around the place. So in one way or another, there is a road that connect the area with this area. But around this area, no, man, there is no way. Maybe we cannot detect those buildings, but here I can see there's no building. So in these kind of cases, please let people who are familiar with the place to map this area. What am I going to put a comment here? Is this place well mapped? Yes, there is no buildings around the area. Maxwell, premium, and even Bing imagery. So I'm submitting it. Is there any question from this, from what I've just presented and how I was trying to check the alignment and to do some more mapping on the area? I mean, we are going to proceed on this, but I want to let Shabani also, share a little bit of the experience he had with mapping and validation. At least he can share with us, and we are going to proceed. Welcome, Shabani. Oh, maybe before that, is there any question? No question? Okay, Shabani, welcome. I'm inviting Shaban to proceed with training. Yeah, you're welcome, man.
Okay, thank you, Henry. Let us continue.
Yes, I'm going to stop sharing. So can you share your screen?
Yeah, okay. Let us continue now how to use those plugins in validation. Yeah, I will share my screen. Okay. So we continue with using those plugins, and I will show you how we can use those plugins in doing validation. Yeah, if you take you have already taken the task to validate, what you need to do first, you have to identify the problem in a given task. So how can you do that? You have to go here to the validation, and then you select validation. So for example, in this task, there is no any problem. Let's say that we have let's say that somebody map a building without give a tag to that building. And when you go to the validation, when you click validation, you can see that there is a warning message that it gives you that untagged way. So if there is a problem in your task, you take from how to task manager, and when you click validation, the problem will be revealed in this section. So what you need to do is to click that problem and that warning, and you have to check which kind of problem. For example, for these features, it tells us untagged way. So we have the features, but it doesn't have a tag. So you have to to fix it by giving a tag. So that is one function of the validation tools. But also we talk about I think Haley have already talked about how to use building tools as a plugin. So today we'll try to check on another issue of validation. But also, when you validate a task, you have to make sure that each feature has it is aligned on a specific position. So for example, when you look at the building, you can see that this the one who drew this building, it is out of the building you see. So what you need to do is to shift that feature to a specific position, to a correct position. So but also you can we can do some validation by say but also we can do some validation on some tag. For example, this tag, this building is tagged as construction. But when we come back to our project, the instruction given, we needed to tag the building as building yes. So you have to, because you are not familiar, maybe you are familiar to that area, but when you're not familiar to that particular area, you have to tag a building as a building yes. So this you have to consider also. Okay, let's come back to another plugin. We have used the building tool. We have used the measure. No, we have used the utility plugin, but I can also describe about the measurement plugin. What can it do? This measurement plugin, you can use it in case you need to measure some features, and it give you the the measurement of an object if you need to measure it. And you can change whether you can use meter or foot or kilometer. What you need to do, you have to activate it before using. You have to activate. You need to come to Windows, and then you click to measurement. So it will appear down here. So you can use this by measuring a particular feature. For example, you need to measure maybe okay, let's say we need to measure this building. If you click the building and then you have to check here below, you can see that our building have 26 millimeter, but 35 millimeter square, meter square. So you can see that this building have meter square of 35. But also you can measure any feature by using these tools, measurement tools. Let's say you need to measure from here to here. When you click this line, it will give you the position, the length of that line, which is 83 meter. So this is the function of measurement plugin, as you can see. Let's see, we can move to find another task which have a lot of problems, because by using this task you can't see any problem. So let me stop validation, and we can find another task. How to contribute, and then we're going to select another task. Let's say this task, then validate. Okay, it doesn't have any feature. Okay. Hey guys, there's no feature in this tasking. Um, Hey guys, so what I needed to tell you that you can use this validation to clean the work. You can use the validation tools to clean the work you needed to validate. So you have to get the clean output. But up to there, I think the time is going on. We can continue to another session. But up to there, if you have any question, you can ask, and then we will continue in this session to another to next day at the subday. I think at the subday. So if you have a question, you can ask,